Welcome back, guys. We're just in the lobby now, just kind of readying up, and it's going to be game two coming very soon. Now, Judge, let's talk a little bit about what happened in that last game because Jarvan just got deleted.
Look, Jarvan disappeared quicker than Houdini. It was absolutely unbelievable. Coming back off of a death, a one-for-one trade, Brand and LeBlanc. The burst coming out of LeBlanc there was unreal. Jumped on top of Jarvan, destroyed him with points on the not on the J4, the Jace rather, getting some extra damage in to secure the kill for the game. In a matter of half a second, J4 was no longer king. He was dethroned, crown taken from his pride, from his cold dead hands, and KMS took out the first game in the best of three for the grand final.
And one of the kind of ways that worked was just because he hadn't bought. Brand was the one that went back to base and bought, and then maybe they're kind of expecting, oh, LeBlanc wants to squish Brand, but it's actually Jarvan. They just come in and blew him up for the win. So taking the win with the kill condition, 2 kills does win the game, or 100 combined CS, or taking the turret. So that's game 1 to KMS, and they're going to now be on the blue side for game 2. Just one moment while kind of KMS figures their stuff out. I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're getting a drink of water. Maybe they're getting some food. It's been a long day, a long tournament, Judge.
Yeah, it certainly has been a long tournament. We've been on here for a few hours now, so we're looking to close this one out and determine the winner of the Abysmass tournament. So we've been hard at it here, Penguin and I, and thank you to Crisis as well for sticking around and casting this one for us and actually putting the broadcast up.
And thanks to you guys, the viewers, for watching. You know, it wouldn't be possible without you guys competing and without you guys kind of tuning in and enjoying the broadcast as well. So thanks for all the kind comments, and looking like game 2 might be underway very soon. Now, are we expecting, I guess, the Brand and the Jarvan? That didn't work for them that game. Are they going to go for it again?
I don't know. I mean, the Brand Jarvan could work. They just got destroyed because LeBlanc had so much damage in that one. So if we see another very heavy AP assassin carry in this next game, we could see a similar result with Chief Points and Serenity closing it out really, really quickly. So we'll have to see what happens.
Young Mechanics actually locking their picks in already. They'd figured out their strategy and they've just locked that one in. We can't yet reveal what that is, just in case we have kind of KMS watching, or the other way around, just in case Young Mechanics are watching. So just keeping it fair for everyone. And Judge, that LeBlanc and Jace, I thought the Jace wasn't the best pick. I did like the LeBlanc, she did a lot of work, but the Jace, not so much.
The Jace pick was debatable, and it turned into a bit of a CSing Jace with some utility there. LeBlanc was the key pick in that matchup. Looking for the damage and the assassination, going for the kill objective, the win condition. So, look, Jace could be a good pick, but in just a longer game, Jace needs a couple of items, although he does have some strong base damage. Not exactly very good base damage, but strong. He does need a couple of items. You know, his Manamune, his... old Jace used to grab that Brutalizer as well, but not anymore. So, Jace does, need a couple of items before he ramps up.
And something that's kind of been a trend for Young Mechanics, actually, in their defeats, is burst. It's been kind of high burst assassination potential. First it was Pantheon Brand that took them out, and then it was some kind of crazy knockback melee combos, and then it was LeBlanc and Jace. So we've actually locked in the picks now. We can reveal them, Judge, and it's going to be LeBlanc and Wukong against Cassiopeia Teemo.
It certainly is. LeBlanc coming out again from Serenity, going to look to do some work on that one. Wukong, though, very high base damages on the Wukong, especially with on an ARAM with the 1375 item gold to buy items. He's going to be able to pick up some damage items in there as well. And he's just got such good poke for a melee champ. I mean, he can dash in, get some massive poke out, and then run away, just invisible when no one can see him. So, I mean, in the counter to that, we've got Satan Teemo on the other side, and he's going to be able to blind Wukong if he even decides to get close.
Strabelia in general, coming back to the Teemo and Cassiopeia, the poison combo coming out, and the Teemo going for this weird scouting thing. I mean, maybe that's even a trend for them as well. They had the Shaco Blitzcrank that they pulled out when they couldn't deal with the bursty, kind of aggressive champions. that dynamic duo in the semi-final we just covered were doing. So they've gone back to this Cassiopeia Teemo though. This is game 2. And this will be they'll be knocked out. It'll be game over if Serenity and Chief Point's able to win this one.
That's right. They could close this one out and take the win and the prize money, $100 to share between the two of them.
100 buckaroos, not bad for just a few games. Well, maybe more than a few on a Sunday. But that's pretty great. $100 for first place and also $50 for second place. $20 for third place, winner of that bronze match. Not sure if they're not yet finished. But we're coming in 1 minute left on the delay. Serenity on the LeBlanc, and we've got Chief Points on the Wukong. Now, I wanted to quickly cover kind of what happened in that last game was that they didn't have all that much pressure before level 6. They were against a Brandon Jarvan, and not sure kind of what happened there. A lot of skill shots hit onto LeBlanc. They didn't have all that much pressure. How could that change, I guess, with this Wukong pick?
With this Wukong pick, the issue is going to be outplay. So with a brand Jarvan, the Jarvan had a lot of CC with a lot of damage, and the brand had just a lot of damage with a stun. This is going to be different now for them with a Wukong instead. And going into a Cassiopeia and a Teemo. The Wukong, rather than the Jace, is a good pick because although he doesn't have the range, he does have... It's a different kind of poke. It's a targeted poke that if he plays it right, he's guaranteed to hit it compared to a skill shot coming out of Jace. And it can deal equally as much damage. So I think that's how the Wukong's going to play into this one. I'm careful of that Teemo there with his blind. That's going to be the main concern for points. But other than that, I'm still voting in favour of the LeBlanc Wukong.
Teemo's actually going to be the fastest champion out of the gates at the start of this match. He's going to be the fastest one into that bush because of that kind of running passive on his W that he does get. Astronaut Teemo it is, and Mythic Cassiopeia into Mistletoe LeBlanc celebrating Abysmass Christmas, and Jade Dragon Wukong.
Jade Dragon Wukong there with the updated splash art looking absolutely glorious as we head out onto the Abyss.
We're onto it. Oh, looking at this. They're actually in the bushes already. Oh, what's going on here?
So Serenity's moving up towards the second lot of bushes from the blue side. Cassiopeia General going to meet the LeBlanc there. Not sure where LeBlanc is. Going to throw some poison out and see if she's there, but not going to get vision of her at all in the bush.
Strobelli in general, when they played this strategy of these picks of Teemo and Cassiopeia before, what they did was they had Teemo actually station up very far in the bushes and poison the enemy champions, and then Abyss General just comes in with multiple Twin Fangs while Teemo is kind of squished. That global taunt people joke about in games. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. Yeah, so Teemo would take all the damage, just poison people, and Cassiopeia would come in with the cleanup for the Twin Fangs.
That's right, and the Twin Fangs proccing off with the poison, dealing insane amounts of damage in a short space of time as well. Plenty of pings going out now as we talk about probably where the Teemo's hiding. I think everyone's discussing that. We've got good items on both sides. Ooh. And the Wukong going straight in. The Thunderlords, massive damage. We've got an Ignite out already. Serenity falls. The Ignite's not going to be enough on General to close this one out. Points trying to run away. Strobellia, though. Autos and Qs, going to get him down to half health. Red side here. The Young Mechanics definitely pulling ahead at the start of this one.
Young Mechanics with this Teemo and Cassiopeia, so much damage in this combo and no hard CC from LeBlanc and Wukong to stop it. So they just jumped in there and got annihilated by Abyss General's Cassiopeia and Strobella on this Teemo. Looking at the buys, it's 6 Doran rings in total for Young Mechanics and a little bit more defensive for this Wukong.
Yeah, certainly is. Wukong picking up the double Doran's Blade and a shield as well, just to kind of stave off a little bit of the damage in this one. Good buys by both teams, very smart buys, but Abyss General on the Cassiopeia and Strobellia on the Teemo are just too high a base damage for this one. Points getting poisoned before he can make his clone, and going to take a little bit of damage from the Teemo on that one.
Teemo kind of expecting him to go in there. Bind going down. Oh, a lot of burst back though. Serenity coming in for that one there. And they're just, at the moment, poking back and forth It's Abyss General and Strobelia, young mechanics, that have got the 1-kill lead. They only need one more, and they'll be equalizing this series 1 each in this best of 3. And KMS, all they need is 2 kills, and they win the entire tournament.
That's right, and if they can close this out with 2 kills, that tournament win could not be sweeter, especially after losing 1 death already in this match to the young mechanics.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough for this Wukong to try and get this health. Maybe going in for that one. Nice stealth, is able to get it. Doesn't really connect Serenity there. Ooh, taking a bit of damage back with Twin Fang. And at the moment, yeah, they're just kind of trading back and forth. Chief Points really has to have health on this Wukong. I don't know if I really like this pick, because before level 6, what does Wukong really offer?
Other than a little bit of a cheeky poke with his EQ and then his W clone, Wukong doesn't really have much to bring to the table, especially against such a range disadvantage. I mean, you look at the Thunderlord's procs coming off of General with Cassiopeia. General, full health, 2/3 mana as well.
Whoa.
Just absolutely annihilating the other team at the moment.
Serenity on the Blanc, jumping in for Strobella there, but Abyss General just ready to put the damage back with the Twin Fang as well. So exchanging back and forth, but really showing how squishy this Teemo can be if LeBlanc and Wukong, who are coming up to the level 6 point, do want to just all in for it.
That's right. See, we're seeing their points trying to get the pokes off, but General's not having a bar of it. Still getting some Poison Cloud damage down, and General just not taking much damage from the Wukong either.
They should hit level 6 off this wave if they don't get zoned out from it too much. There's level 6 for Wukong. Serenity looking for it, and they may go in. They may go all in for the kills on this one.
We do have Strawbella though, putting down some very nice shrooms there, one on top of herself, so hopefully we're going to see a couple of shroom pops in the next one. That's how the young mechanics are going to look to close this out with some massive AoE poison damage.
Oh, just putting a bit of damage back. The shroom popped by minions nicely there. Cheap points. They're ready for this one. Damage coming down. Nope, doesn't go in for it. No Thunderlord's proc there. That's kind of really what Serenity's damage has been coming from, is just hitting three lots of damage and proccing that Keystone Mastery. Getting that extra little bit of damage that you don't really expect. But like I'm saying, the level 6, but Cassiopeia's level 6 and Teemo's level 6. It's really hard to jump into that because you're stunned. Wukong's jumping up, it's the kill onto Abyss General, and now Strabella's trying to run away. The exhaust, Chief Points stealthing this one out, and they're going to try and go for this one. Judge, flash away, Chief Points taking damage. Serenity jumps in, Ignite. It's probably not going to be enough though, and neither is that. Both players living with less than, I don't know what HP, Judge.
We're just waiting for them to walk into shrooms here and get the kill. Is Wukong going to die? If he goes in that bush, he is doomed. I think they're going to be okay though, as Serenity dashes forward, trying to get the damage on a Strawbella, but misses the chain to proc the Q. That would have been enough, or could have been enough, but not today, unfortunately, as points get slowed by the poison. General's closing in with a Twin Fang. Not quite enough though, as points is able to get away before a second Twin Fang can come through with about 10 health.
One more tick of the poison there would have taken him out and equalized this series 1-1, but it's just not quite enough. Chief Points was getting greedy for the farm there, and now look at this. Abyss General, he's come back, he's full HP, no real ultimates available, but it's pretty dangerous if you're on the side of KMS.
Certainly is. The KMS is so low right now compared to the other team, and that Teemo, Strawbelia, who's actually punched from Abyss, their normal top laner, who's trolling all of us with a name change, looking at half health for LeBlanc to jump on him. That way she'll cop the shroom damage as well. The WQR from LeBlanc coming out, getting a chunk, putting Abyss Strawbelia down to a quarter health, but it's not going to be enough to close out the match yet.
You know, I think they figured out that shroom was there. I think they realise that bush probably has a Teemo shroom in it, so they're actually just avoiding that one there quite nicely. But look at this. As soon as they push up the wave, they set up more Teemo shrooms. And that's more right. Teemo shrooms.
Teemo's getting ready for a massive ambush with his little satellite dishes there. Astro Teemo to the rescue. The little devil from space is going to be looking to get out a lot of damage with those shrooms in an AoE to really close out any team fights from this next fight.
And just looking at the champions now, Wukong Ultimate, it's back online. They've got the full engage ready to go. He doesn't have flash this time, but that's going to be okay because it's only one kill that they're really looking for. And Strawberry, kind of knowing this, just stealthing up in that bush. It's the same spot though. I mean, maybe they can figure this one out. It's the same spot as we saw in another match.
Certainly is. Strawberry taking that spot right down in the corner, right at the front near the tower. General Cassiopeia picking up the next level of the passive on the poison to start dealing some extra damage now. We're going to have to see how this one goes. Serenity getting half health by just a couple of abilities from General and Strawberry. Not looking good for that side right now as both of them hit level 10.
Yeah, so we've got Twitch chat saying maybe we should call Strawberry Pabu, because
that's their real name.
Yeah, I mean that's what they changed from that back when they were playing on. I believe it was kind of alter ego as a pro player in the Oceanic Challenger Series maybe. But anyway, back into this game. It's 1 kill apiece. Looking at the CS judge, it's getting quite high for Young Mechanics.
Certainly is, but what I'm most scared of is this massive formation of shrooms that Teemo's put out. Serenity and Points getting so close to walking into one there in the bottom right. There it is. Points is copying that. He's going to get slowed as well. The ultimate coming out. Points going to fall down. General securing that one, and that's the kill for the game. Serenity going to fall down as well. 2 kills, double kill on the ace there for Young Mechanics to close it out.
Young Mechanics getting that kill there. Enough Teemo Shrooms and Poison taking down Chief. Points for the second kill and winning this match. Tying the series up 1-1, Judge. The deciding match in this best of 3 in the grand final of the Abysmass 2v2 tournament will be coming up very soon. Stay tuned.